Wow, amazing, amazing, amazing. Sorry, guys, for keeping you waiting. Welcome, all right? Welcome and welcome back to another episode. Welcome to another episode. This is a live stream. I'm glad to be here, all right? I've been out there. So, welcome so much for those who just joined. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to this channel if you haven't, right? And for those of you who are returning viewers, returning subscribers, welcome back. My name is JT. This is JT Podcast. And once again, I welcome you to another episode, a reaction. All right. Okay, I'm happy to see you joining. At least when you're joining, just type there hello, send a greetings, say hello to people who are in the house. All right. And at least drop a comment there to let me know you are listening. And if you'll be rewatching this after the live stream, let me know that you're here for rerun gun, okay? And let me know your like number. When you like the video, tell me the like number. I'm here for the rerun, like number 200. I'm here for the rerun, like number 120, all right? Or if you just join in, tell me I'm watching from US, I'm watching from UK, I'm watching from this way and there and there. Yeah, Bohanse. And my like number is number 20. All right. I see Eva Miller was the first person in the house. Thank you, Eva. Out there. Reynolds. All right. Thank you. Being here. Vico Respect. Big shout out to you. Thank you for being here. Hamida. Hi. Mambo. Welcome so much. Chachabi. Oh, you see, Chacha is a Korean name. So I don't know. Are you a Korean? Chachabi, are you a Korean? Anyway, let me assume you know. Maybe you are. Chachabi, welcome. Vico Respect, say hello to you. Pabesh, Pebesh. Hi and welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in, watching our brother JT. Please don't forget to hit the like button to support our brother JT, our brother, please. And thank you everyone for the support. Thank you so much, Pabesh, for always supporting and reminding people to smash the like button and subscribe. You're really doing an incredible job over there. Thank you so much. Hamida, you're like number 7. Thank you. Chachabi, listening hands in soil gardening. Hello there, Victory. Oh, you gardening? Thank you. IEBB, thank you. Like number 9 in the house. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for tuning in. All right, guys. As the thumbnail and title suggest, let me put it on your screen so at least you can see what we'll be talking about today. All right. So precisely, this is what we'll be talking about today. All right. EBB, sorry, like number 10. Thank you. Hi, Nikki. Hello, everyone. Hi, JT and everyone. Thank you, Nikki, for joining. And everyone who just joined, make sure you smash the like button. Tell me what's your like number. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Looking at the thumbnail over there and the title of the today's reaction, I've seen a video from Kohera. Hi, Fiona. Hi, JT. Hi. How are you? I see. I've seen a video. I've watched a video. I don't know if you guys have seen a video from Kohera Senior. There is a video that he did. Was it today or today actually? That he was kind of reacting. Okay, I guess he was reacting to what happened to that mysterious wedding, to that private wedding that happened there. All right. So Kohera Senior decided to speak his mind on what he think about that wedding, because after I watched the wedding, after maybe a lot of people seen, they had what they had to say, and now equally Kohera Senior comes here and speak, and for him he's speaking like a father now, right? Like now he's so much disappointed with how Conmam or Esther or Ayamaro's mother and the family decided to handle that thing, that special moment for Winnie. He is like expressing his disappointment, like how these people decided to handle the wedding. And for him, it wasn't like a good thing. For him, he really think these people really they did a loading for someone like a firstborn daughter or something. Like they didn't do it as it was supposed to be. And actually, he challenged them to give him a chance to show them how these kind of things are supposed to be done. I mean, if was for him, that's what I was saying. If was for him, people will actually be surprised. They will be like, "Oh my, this is now the wedding. This is a cultural wedding." So he's kind of pleading to Marwa. I thought he was done with Marwa, but he's pleading to Marwa to give him a chance to find it within his heart, to give him a chance to step in as a daddy and set an example to show the world how this kind of cultural events supposed to be done. I mean, how can you all? I mean, he's just wishing that Marwa will consider giving him a chance as a father so that he can step in and show these people how some things like this are being done. Because for him, he really think they didn't do it as this was supposed to be done culturally and averagely. I mean, generally it was so low. So, what do you guys think? Really, do you guys really think that Kohera Senior has a point, or is he just throwing shade for no good reason? Because I really would like to know what you guys think after watching that, after knowing what he said. So, do you guys think that Kohera Senior is just being too much on this family, or he has a valid point that, when he is telling them, you're not supposed to be like do that or to win like that. Actually, matter of fact, you should have called me as a father to go and represent that as a father. Or is it that he just wanted to be involved for something that he's not supposed to be involved? Or do you really think he has a point that, a father was supposed to be there? Because or apparently, Conmam just took David Jr. and some other villagers there to trade Hello Pengo, Hello Baby, and maybe the rest. And they went and they finished that whole thing and they come back. There was no father. Up to this moment, we don't know who Winnie's father is unless they decide to show us. So that Winnie's father was not there. And Condad didn't go. Kohera Senior is complaining now. If Condad was not supposed to go, then Conmam should have found someone like a father figure to go there and represent. Because the father's blessing are so important. Just like Abraham, he cited that example from the Bible. Like, that's why Abraham was supposed to bless the family, even if Sarah was there. I mean, it is important that the father was supposed to be there. Now that Condad did not go because he was busy with his machete at home. As you all know, Kohera described him as a homekeeper, a soldier guard. So he was left to guard the home while Conmam went there with David Jr. So for him, Kohera Senior really think that he was supposed to be involved as a father to go and represent Winnie as Winnie's father now, because he was married to that family. And ain't no way that Conmam should be showing up there as a mother and a father, and Winnie has a father. Matter of fact, she has 3 fathers, 3 daddies. So why couldn't Conmam select one of the 3 daddies to go and represent them? Why did she just go there on such a special event like that? Like, she decided to show up by herself. It wasn't nice. So Kohera is really complaining, really complaining. Anyway, let me find that video of Kohera so that we can talk about it. Yeah, let me find it so we can talk about it. Where is it now? Sorry. And as you joining, guys, make sure you give me that button, that you give me that like, kindly. Right. So Kohera Senior in this case, he's really, really lamenting and complaining that these people should have considered him as a father, to be here. Yeah, all right. Listening only now, please, Babi. But happy to hear. Thank you so much. All right, all right. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I'm tough. I'll see you. Hamisi, how are you? I'd like to know your opinion, Hamisi, because I think you're the only person who really debate to dismiss Kohera's opinion. Anytime Kohera speaks, you say no. Kohera should not speak, should not say anything. So, do you agree with Kohera that a father was supposed to be there to represent, I mean, to make the wedding complete? Because for him, he really think this thing was really, really much incomplete without a father being there. So, do you really think that's so? Because you are an African man. So, at this moment, let's assume that you don't have your favorites here. Assuming that now the Marwas, they're now your favorites. You're just being neutral, observing this thing from a neutral point of view. Do you really think Kohera has a point when he say a father was supposed to be there? You say he doesn't know what he wants. He need to get his priorities right. Does he? Anyway, I mean, because he really think that he was there as a father to win. So it was important for him to be involved as a father because there's no way that Conmam decided to do this thing by herself. And uh, Winnie has a father and a mother, and there's no way that Mama could just show up without a father. And so this thing was really, really incomplete without a father showing up. So if Conrad wasn't ready to do this as a father, because Conmam lives with Conrad, I mean, if you guys understand what I mean, like Esther, that is Ayamaro Mama, lives with a man called Ondari, that is now Conrad's dad. So if the man living with Conmam was not in a position to represent Winnie as a father, then at least Kohera should be called, should have been called to go and represent Winnie as a father, because they let her to be there lonely, even though she was dancing, she wasn't happy. And Kohera described that even that the young man there, that is Winnie's husband, wasn't happy. He wasn't charming because he felt like there was a void here. There was a space to be filled. This whole thing was incomplete. And even the arrangement, the organization of that whole thing was out of order, was completely low. All right. What was his relationship with Winnie since Conmam ran away? What is the question? That is the question. He has been there for her in the past. Does he have a relationship with her? Oh, he has been. All right. I understand now what you're saying, Nikki. Ever since Conrad, ever since Winnie's mama, that is Conmam, broke up with Mr. Kohera, what was the relationship like, Mr. Kohera to Winnie? Was he there as a father? Because for him, he was describing in one of his videos saying he tried to at least take care of Winnie, but they kept coming back for her. When she was coming back to Kohera Senior's home, they could come for him and even forcibly married her somewhere else. So for him, he will always have something to defend himself and say, you know what, I really wanted to be there for her, really wanted to be there as a father, but these people could not let me or could not let her connect with me. They would come for her. They even actually, he said that when he was asking where's Winnie, he was asking where's Winnie, because I don't know if you guys care about this young lady, because for me, I really wanted all the best for her, but you guys never wanted me to be there. So, well, let me see. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, that's a good question, by the way. Hi, Jake and everyone. Hi, Gracie. I see you, Mary Mo. Thank you for being here. It's been a moment. It's been a minute. Yeah. Thank you for reminding them. If he hasn't been in her life, then I don't think he has the right to represent her as a father. I agree with your point, by the way. like number 19. Was it really a wedding or just dowry payment celebration? In my tribe, during dowry payment day, a father shouldn't be there, but rather sends his representative. You see, for our culture, in our culture, um, a wedding or maybe a marriage is when the dowry is being paid. That is now the official wedding day, the official marriage day. If you call someone, that is according to Kohera, the come we stay type of marriage, if you call someone to come and live with you, even for 20 years, the day that you guys as a man decide to pay dowry, call the family of the lady to come and pick dowry, or you take to them, that is now when we consider it a wedding or a marriage officially. So that was supposed to be a really important and special day. Matter of fact, in our culture, the day that dowry is being paid, men are being involved and actually should be in the front line. The men of the home. If you are the men, maybe you and your sons should be in the front line actually to make the negotiation and agree. When you go to pick that, you do that, and now the celebration starts from there. That is when now the women come in after you guys, the men, being in the front line and officiating and formalizing everything. So if that is the case, then I think Kohera is right. Well, he is right that a father was supposed to be there. But if it was just a visitation, that now a mother-in-law is just going to pay visit to the daughter who's married, then maybe it wasn't that much important. But if that was the wedding, according to how they portrayed it was supposed to be a wedding, right? A wedding, making it official. You understand? And if that is the case, according to a culture, then a father was supposed to be there. I don't know if that was supposed to be Kohera Senior or Congress Dad or the other father that he Winnie's father. Then I think he was supposed to be there. Hello. Remember, Conrad is a houseman, not Eva. Eva, be nice. Be nice, Eva. You guys are really bad. They seem to live two different lives. He does what he wants. She does what she wants. Wow. Got a point. Passenger finder, hello, J and everyone. Hey, passenger, how are you? You've been out. You've been amazing in action. Charles Washira, as Chinua Achebe said, things fall apart and the center cannot hold. This is a confused family led by greed. You have a point, a really good point, by the way. If you view all this mess from all point of view, you'll see a whole big trouble here. You'll see something that is not really is not making sense. But anyway, it's messy. Maybe things have fallen apart. They will use a lot of energy to make it right. If I just call it an open marriage partnership, where everyone does their thing, right? If that is so, maybe that is the case, by the way, because there is no way that you'll see Conda doing his thing and Conmam doing her own thing with the children. I mean, I asked you this question some days back. I asked you, go to Congress Mom's channel, all right? Try and find a single video. Try and find a single video that Congressman has ever made a video with a husband. Maybe even make it a title like having a day, my day with my husband, or maybe doing ABC with my husband, cleaning the compound with my husband, or maybe the farm with my husband, or maybe me and my family, and now that involves conduct. No way. You'll see videos of Conmam and children, Marwa, Mwango, David Jr. On the other hand, you'll see David Jr. videos with conduct separately. After people pushing, where's your father? Where's your father? He will bring father and say, oh, this. Mwango will come and film with father, say strict advice from my father, this and that. But you will go to Conmam's channel, you'll see a bunch of videos of her and people like Jamaican Uncle. And people like Trenton Grandpa. And the treatment over there, the reception is super nice. And you'll be like, oh my, never seen this kind of treatment given to Conrad. So what do you guys have to say? To me, they didn't seem to care about that young lady. She didn't get the education like others. She's not supported like the others. And she's much, much, much more beautiful than the others. Absolutely. If the original husband wants to step up as a father, then what's wrong with that? One thing you guys have to understand is, yes, Kohera was there as a husband to Winnie's mama, but Kohera confirmed that he is not the biological father to Winnie, but he wanted to step in as a father because now the biological father of Winnie, when maybe, can I say, disappeared, he doesn't want to resurface, but Kohera is ready to chip in to, cover up for him. He's ready to be there as a father. So I guess, hi JT, was that really a wedding? And who gave her hand in marriage though? I don't understand this one. Wow. Yes, that was supposed to be a wedding. That was actually indeed a wedding, a cultural one. And the family decided to make it a private wedding. They termed it as a private wedding. Yesterday, if you check my previous video, I don't want to make like a repetitive type of reaction because yesterday I played all those clips. I will play where necessary some clips. But David Jr. was stating that this is a private wedding. So you understand, it's a wedding, but the family decided to make it private because they didn't want it to come out, maybe to have embarrassed them, right? And from the picture that you've been seeing there on the thumbnail, that is the living condition of Winnie and husband. So I guess from my own point of view, I thought they were kind of ashamed about how she's living over there and stuff like that. And actually, they've never, ever wanted to bring it out. So I guess it was just a dowry payment because when they first got married, they didn't give them a car or anything. So the family didn't recognize the marriage. Mama say that a few videos ago. Whatever Conmam said, it's not the case. You see, I told you, according to a culture, the wedding or maybe that ceremony, that wedding ceremony, that cultural wedding is when now the dowry is being paid. It's not just dowry payment. We don't have such a thing. That is now the day the wedding is happening. Culturally, listen, culturally, dowry payment is supposed to happen before you go to your matrimonial home. I don't know. That's so. Before you go to where you're married, you understand? The families come together, they negotiate, they agree. Now you guys are being called to come and pick dowry. That is now when the wedding is happening. Sometimes it may happen that they will pay the dowry on the same day that you're moving to your home, to your matrimonial home. All right? But if you are called, maybe if they decided to come and stay, type of marriage that Kohera is describing, then that is not considered the wedding. So wedding thing is different from the marriage. You see, she was married, yes. She was married, but this is a wedding. Do you guys get the difference? A wedding is an official ceremony to formalize or to recognize the marriage now. Okay? You can wed after 20 years in marriage. It doesn't mean that wedding, it was now the day she was being married. No. Okay? It was the day the marriage was being formalized. Okay? So I guess you guys understand now. It's not like it was dowry payment type of celebration. That is now the wedding, cultural wedding. The marriage happened, okay? Don't get twisted. The marriage happened years and years ago, but yesterday was the marriage, or the other 2 days ago, it was the marriage. No, the wedding. The marriage happened, yes, but that day was the wedding. The wedding is that celebration to formalize their marriage. You understand? So don't get twisted, say it was dowry payment or something. No. So the husband was paying dowry after many years of marriage. Exactly. So the marriage happened, Other people have been married and they decided to do a wedding. So just like any other wedding, the white wedding, I mean, you understand what I mean? Like official wedding, people can get children, like 2 3 children. They decided to wed. Now the wedding is a celebration that is officiating the marriage. I hope you guys now understand. So culturally, those people were now making it official that they are married, but they were married long time ago. So that was not that yesterday she was being married. She was wedding. So the dowry was being paid. That was the official celebration of the wedding, recognizing it, of the marriage. I thought you understood that. Other in Africa culture, traditional marriages are conducted from wife's family house. Yeah, that is how it's supposed to happen. Like it is supposed to, they're supposed to make a party from your home, like a send off. Okay, they prepare you from home. Whatever you saw there, the mandazi that were being cooked there, it was supposed to be there. That now she's being prepared from Conmam's compound before she goes to her husband's home. But that only works if you've not been married now. I mean, if that only happened if you've never gone to that family to live there, to your husband's family. If you like, just like now, right now, Dimwango maybe is living with parents, right? She has never been married. So if she decide to make a wedding now, a cultural wedding, a preparation, it will start from Conmam's compound. Now that is where they're supposed to prepare her from there before she goes to her home. And now that celebration starts from Dimwango's home. Dimwango's home, the Conmam's compound. Now, on that special day, they will escort her to her home. Now that is where everything will be sealed. I hope now you guys get the picture. All right, because I understand these kind of cultures, we may be giving you content assuming that you guys understand what's happening, but now I know you guys are completely green about these are cultures, how is this supposed to happen. So why are you calling this a wedding? Was it not a marriage? Was it yesterday that she was being married? No, she was married long time ago, but yesterday was the wedding, the celebration, the official celebration, of the marriage. You get it? So that is why we call it a wedding, because in culture, we don't have any other wedding. That day that you pay the what, that day that you make it official that your mama come visit, your daddy come there, and they see the first time. That is the wedding, culturally. Winnie ran to Kohera when she was mistreated by Condad and Conmam, so she knows him and trusts him at some point. I agree, but now they didn't give him a chance as a father. That was not a wedding, since no marriage vows were exchanged. It was just a formalization of their union. It doesn't amount to a wedding. You know, you Hamisi, you're speaking from. I mean, you're just contradicting yourself. We don't have such a thing like taking vows or something. Are you speaking from a formal point of view or from the cultural point of view? Because we've never had such a things like vows exchanging is such a thing. When dowry is taken there and the both parents have met, they've spoken, they have sealed, the dowry itself seals everything. There's nothing like you raise your hand and say, IJT podcast, do take you, Hamisi, or whoever to be my whoever. We don't do such a thing. I mean, what are you trying to say? Have you seen any such a thing like that? No, we don't have. So for Kohera, he has a very valid point when he say a father was supposed to be there to make it complete. All right? Because if that was a wedding, it was supposed to be official that day. But now since the father figure is not there, we assume now Conmam decided to take a walk to go and sit there. So, nothing like vows, bro. Yo, JT, between you and Kohera Senior, I am learning so much about the regional culture. I am loving it. Kohera Senior, big up. So, thank you, Elvis. Thank you so much. Oh, it's, I'm trying to, break it down for you all, so at least you can understand why we do some stuff and at what basis. Why do we do them? how are we supposed to do them, so that when someone like Kohera come and criticize this type of arrangement, how this thing was conducted, other people will be like, no, but I saw it was colorful, people are dancing, people are enjoying and stuff like that. They cooked mandazi and porridge, they cooked this and that, they took this and that there. Yes, it was color, it was nice. But now, according to Kohera, he said it wasn't complete until a father was there to represent. So does he has a point? Does he have a point? He does. He really do. So that's it now. She she has been doing her thing for the longest time. None of her children resembles each other. Only now we see that Kenge is Kohera's twin. For me and Marwa and Kohera, I can say a complete copy. For sure, this family is led by greed. Okay, let me go back a little and see. The real kaboom for Mr. Kohera will be when he brings or names Winnie's father. Hamis, you have to respect people's opinion, just like Nick is telling you. Yeah, when you have your opinion, why do you think your opinion is valid? I mean, why do you think your opinion should be approved? So just like you have your own opinion according to about Kohera and this whole thing, yeah, other people have their own opinions too. Because me and my sibling, we resemble each other and we resemble our parents. So when someone questions like that, why is Winnie, Marwa, David Jr. and Dimango, they don't resemble each other. Nobody resembles Konda, nobody this and that. That is according to them. So let people be. I mean, argue from your opinion. But anyway, Hamisi, I want you to tell me something, because you are battling this idea of Kohera. Anything that Kohera says, you don't really agree with it. But don't you really think it was important for a father to be there? Why, if Conrad really claims to be there as a father, why was he not there representing Winnie? I mean, was it not there? Wasn't there a need of a father showing up? What was so important that Conrad was left doing in the compound while Conmam went to see the daughter? Was that not even important? I mean, come on. Remember, Masubuan came out here asking whether or not he should interview Winnie's father. After that, he got in a whole bunch of legal troubles. I guess you now understand why they are really battling about this. If Winnie's father decided to resurface right now, it would be something. It was private, but yeah, they used for public content. Yeah, right. Hypocrite. You got it now, right? Dimongo knows people will talk about it because she built a house in Philippines and her own sister lives like this. You got it. Anyway, let's start from here. I've talked so much without receipts. Let me play a receipt from Kohera, because for him, he was here. Let me get it. All right.
Also, your husband was not charming. You were dancing alone when he was standing beyond. And do you know what he was thinking about? He was saying, this wedding is not complete.
All right. Kohera Sr. is alleging that when he looked at how the husband was dancing in a manner that he wasn't happy. And the reason is he was really thinking that this thing wasn't complete because maybe one or the other, our father was supposed to be here. You know, father was supposed to be here. Just joining 23rd to like. Okay, thank you. I'm seeing people in the house. If you just joined, thank you for joining. Make sure you smash the like button. And for those of you who have not subscribed, thank you for being here. Make sure you smash, okay? Wow, very sad. Winnie lady is very beautiful. Okay. Let's go on. Thank you. Let's go on. Listen to Kohera. He say the man was dancing, but he was kinda feeling a void, like something was not up.
Because obviously he knows that the fathers are there. Madam is not a widow. So it was incomplete in a way that it is the father who could have now gone and sat together with that son's father, the co-parents now, yeah. I as Kohera got there, I find my son-in-law's father, we sit together, we come together and we bless this when now Esther will join us.
Wow, nice. That is now how he says it. And by the way, culturally, all right, I'm not trying to defend Kohera. I am not trying to, I'm not being on anyone's side. I'm just looking at this thing from a very neutral point of view, that when Kohera says that a father was supposed to be there to go and sit with that young man's father, now the two fathers, father from the lady and the father from the man, now they come and sit down, they talk, and now the witness are waiting, and even call them now, they bless them, because for him, he think a father's blessing is so important in someone's life. That's why he brought a story from the Bible for Abraham and the son. So he was there to bless them and stuff like that, this and that. So he think he was supposed to be called, because why did Conman go alone? If Conrad refused to be there, maybe to represent, then they should have called Kohera. But we all know that they couldn't do that. But now, even Kohera right now, he insists that he should be connected to them. He should be connected. He even sent Masubo one to take a message to Winnie and the husband. Tell them, give them my number. Tell them to call me so that I can talk to them. Maybe I should pay them a visit and show these people how such events are supposed to be done. So, what do you guys think?
That. So that's why I'm saying it is incomplete. That is why you are now in a crossroad. There are two people who are alive, but you could not go with anybody. And I have always claimed that is my cultural daughter. If you could not access me, surely, then you will have convinced. You will have convinced that fellow to go there. But also, he couldn't even if he could give blessings, they could not be taken to heaven, because
you know, one thing about Kohera is he really throws shades. He throws shades without, I mean, he has no chills. Kohera Senior is really he has no chills. So he's saying, if Congressman couldn't not convince Machete Man to go there represent as a husband or as a father, they should have called him. They should have called Kohera. But now, even if you know, even you all know that, according to him, he said, you all know that even if Machete Man decided to be there, represent Winnie as the father, his blessings wouldn't even reach heaven, because who is he? He ain't no father. All right? For him, he has not been there as a father to Winnie. So there's no way even he could try to, bless Winnie, because his blessings wouldn't be regarded. I mean, even the gods will not accept. How bad is that? How bad is conduct, by the way? I don't know. Hey, Kohera is something else. I need to rewind that for you.
Yeah, but also, he couldn't, even if he could give blessings, they could not be taken to heaven, because he's a less concerned person. And now something which is actually touching me here is how you arranged this wedding. In our
Aye, before the arranging, I see what Kohera is saying. Kohera is saying a man was supposed to be there. Out of the three daddies, out of three fathers of Winnie, why not even a single one represented Winnie? That is bad. And I really think now this was supposed to be something that Con Mom would have organized if she found it important. But now there is a problem. Actually, there is a problem when now in our culture that now you find like a mama that is not a single mother, and the father, the children's father are there. For example, if you have like children with multiple husbands or multiple men, and now all these men are alive, but now you decide because you feel like now you as a mother, you can be there as a mother and a father to these children because you think their fathers, their daddies are useless. Their daddies were not there in their lives, so they deserve nothing from these children's lives. So you decided to cut them off completely, and you decided to handle your things as a father and a mother. So there is something about that cannot really sit right with the society. It cannot, never, it will never ever sit right with the society and our culture. So even if these people are so useless, I mean, these husbands are so useless, these men, even if they're so much useless, okay, even if they are so much useless, they have nothing, they offer nothing to these children's lives, they still be there counted as fathers. There is no way you could do something that involves a father's presence. And then you go there and say, I am the father and the mother. So who is the father? Is the only case that you can do such a thing is when these children's fathers are no more on this planet. They don't breathe no more. I mean, they went back with the creator. If you understand, they occupy. They're dead, in short, right? But if they're not dead, they are alive. It doesn't really matter if they are as useless as a gumboot, as Marwa's boots. The Marwa's boots are useful. What can I say? As useless as machete without a machete man. You still have to involve them there. For example, if for example your child want to go and register for something like official documents, and they need the father's document like an ID or maybe a passport from the father or a signature from the father, you cannot say that because the father was not there in their lives, we assume he's not there. He's there. We don't do that. You don't assume when they're alive. So cutting them off from their lives completely, burying them like that, it only makes it so bad for them. That's why Kohera is really complaining that out of three fathers that are alive, maybe two are alive, why not even a single one was involved? If Machete Man was not ready to do that, because of course, even if he decided to do that and give blessing, even the heavens will not receive those blessings. So, so they should have invited Kohera to sit down with the young man's father and all right. Mm-hmm. And for him, he really think that he really think he can be given a chance to show these people, to show an example. You know? Okay, let me see what you guys say. Will Machete Man feed the cow? That's a very good, interesting question. Anyway, okay, that's a really, really interesting question. I see you. Now that Machete Man feeds the family cows, family livestock, will he actually be taking care of that cow that they were given from Winnie's father, from Winnie's home? Will he be feeding it? Kate, you're really a mess. You're really a mess. Robin Aki was saying something so good here. JG, even if they went to their creator, that is their fathers, The child belongs to a clan. The entire family cannot be there. Conmam is blocking her children's blessing. Absolutely. Absolutely. If for real, even if the Winnie's father is not there and Kohera Senior is not there, Machete Man is not there, I mean, they're there, they went to creators. Then someone else, like an uncle, Conmam's brother, or someone from the clan, maybe even Hello Baby's father, Uncle Mo's father, or I mean, anyone could be there to represent Win as a father. Most cases, uncle stands there as father. Kohera may not be Winnie's biological father, but at least he was willing to be there for her. See, that's why sometimes I really feel like Kohera is making some valid point, because for him, if indeed he shows concern, but he's being blocked by Conmam, then I think Conmam is a problem. I mean, yes, he's not there. Maybe he wasn't there in the first place, but he's willing to be there for them as a father. Then why should you block him? Just let him, give him a chance. Just give him a chance. I mean, what will you tell your children that maybe, for example, I really believe that up to this moment, the fact that MARWA and Mr. Kohera have not met to solve their issues or maybe resolve and sit down and talk, I really think Conmam has a lot to do with this. Because if Conmam today decides to talk to MARWA, tell him, hey, talk to your daddy, the next day you'll see a video with them. I believe so. Anyway, what do we say? Let's listen to Kohera one more time. So Kohera is sending Machete Man to go. No, not Machete. He's sending Masubo. Before we go there. So Kohera is actually appealing to MARWA to open his heart so that they can set an example, show the world what it means to do such a thing when you have a father. I love this.
Then we join hands together. Saying that MARWA approach me. That young man was not happy. My son, let me tell you, approach me. I will show you how we shall make it. I'm praying that MARWA opens his heart. And then we join hands together. I teach these people a lesson. I teach them a cultural lesson. And you will die remembering me, I swear.
Wow, you heard that. You really did, right? So Kohera is appealing to MARWA, telling him, my son, listen to me. You know I'm here. I'm alive. So if you only join hand with me, so that when you decide to officiate your marriage, make it official, to formalize it, if you decide to do it, and I step in as a father, because I am, we can teach these people a cultural lesson. So, okay, if you view that statement from a very open point of view, there's something that runs in my mind. One is Kohera really concerned to be there as a father, or is he supposed to be there to prove a point? I don't know. For him, he say, he need to be there to show these people why he really want someone to step in as a father, why he want to be there. And for him, by the way, he made a very clarification point that when he say things like this, people really judge him and say he's there, he want to get some money from MARWA. And said no, he want to set a straight record. I guess you had that before there, and after that I will take you to that point where he's insisting that it's not that he's there for money from MARWA. He want to be there as a father and set records. So
people saying that as a person coming out saying I'm pretending to do what? This young lady is going to be, and by the way, Winnie, wherever you are.
All right, before there, let me take you back here. So so that you can hear what he's saying, that he's not begging for money, right? Right here. Let's start from here.
I was saying, and you people, you are thinking, saying you are now in a crossroad. I was saying, and you people, you are thinking, I am only poor and looking for money from MARWA. No. I am looking for a clear way for these children in their future.
You heard that? He's saying when he insists on this kind of thing, people will be like, why is he so concerned? Does he want something? Is he looking to benefit from this reunion or something? I say he wants to make a clear way so for the children and the children, because when such kind of things happen, they will know how to handle them, because this culture is being passed from generation to generation. When you do this kind of cultural stuff, cultural events, your children learn from them how they are conducted, and now they will pass them over to their children, and now that's how the culture is being carried from generation to generation. So that is why he's so much insisting that they should allow him to step in as our father, to set the record straight, to put it as it's supposed to be. Aye.
Because they will also perform such rituals, such ceremonies to their children. Money is not life. Money is not everything. Look at Winnie's home. That is a mad family, but she's contented. She's contented. She has children.
Right. That's the thing. And if I take you here, there is now Kohera is sending Masubo one. Masubo, you have a task to do here. Masubo has a task to do here, to go to Winnie and the husband and connect him to them so that he can speak to them and arrange for something decent. I guess now we are about to witness another drama here. I don't know if this thing is gonna be good, but he's sending Masubo. Listen.
Masubo, I'm sending you. Find for Winnie and Winnie's husband. Give them my number. They call me. I say hello, and they have to. That what Madam did was a totally incomplete. Because as I saw, those people were ready to. Hey, let Kohera Senior's family go there, and you'll see.
Wow. So Kohera Senior is kind of planning to go there and show them, teach them a lesson, show them an example how it's supposed to be. So would they actually welcome him? I don't know. If Kohera and Winnie are cool, then I guess they will welcome him. But I'm not sure that Winnie will want to compromise her relationship with Conmam by incorporating or maybe trying to welcome Kohera Senior to this kind of thing. I don't know. So Masubo, you have a task to go and connect Winnie to Kohera and see how it goes. I'm not sure if that thing is really going to end well, but if he decides to pay their visit and be there as a father, I'm not sure if it will turn out to be positive or maybe colorful. I don't know. But he is insisting that they should give him a chance to step in as a father and show them how this kind of things can happen. And he actually appealing to Marwa, my son, join hands with me so that we can teach these people a cultural lesson, like how these events are being organized. Let Kohera go there so that people can see, so that people can see how this thing happened.
Totally incomplete. Because as I saw, those people were ready to. Hey, let Kohera Senior's family go there, and you'll see. So my sister Pamela, I did not.
All right. So what do we say? The arrangement was poor, according to Kohera. If it was him, that was doing all this, it will be colorful. It will be something else. Let me take you there a little bit before we look at something else. Just a moment. In the meantime, like the video because we are finishing up. Nikki was saying, even if they reconcile, we'll never give him money. He will beg his followers to donate to give him. Stinginess, man.
how you arranged this wedding. In our culture, when you want to go to see your daughter, hey, my friend, when you want to see your daughter where she has been married to,
Yeah. What happens?
it is an arrangement which is done almost half a year prior to.
Yeah.
You take people go there, they give gifts, they do what?
Yeah. Narrow.
And it is the, say, for example, I'm going to see my daughter. If I were to go to Winnie,
If you were.
my
So, all right. If only he was allowed to do that, there's how he think he would have made it better. Maybe make it colorful. Because for him, he really think it was an embarrassment to Winnie. Winnie has her father's side. Kohera should leave her alone. For real, if Winnie has, because of course, Kohera Sr. has already made it so clear in one of his videos that he's not the biological father of Winnie. When he got married to Congressman, Conmam had already given birth to Winnie. So that's mean Winnie has a father. I don't know if he's alive or not. But for him, he wants to step in as a father. So, but I guess we should go back to Masubowan and ask him, is Winnie's father still there, so that you can go and give him an interview? So just like you resurfaced Kohera, so that we can know about Winnie's father, because for him, if he's still there and he see these kind of things happening, for example, it is so wrong of Conmam to go and collect Winnie's dowry, to come and give it them and give Machete Man to eat that dowry, or maybe to even enjoy the fruits of someone's daughter. It's so wrong of that. If the Winnie's father is still alive, then he should be involved. And even in that bride price renegotiation, the dowry, the cows, if the cows were given like 10 of them, 5 should go to Winnie's father. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be happening. And maybe, for example, the reason why maybe Kohera wants to be there as a father, if he stepped there as a father and maybe dowry payment something, he could have gotten something. So I guess if you view it from that side, that maybe if he wanted to make it beneficial, then maybe that is the reason, the motivation behind why he wants to be there as a father, because of course he could have gotten something like 2 cows or something, or maybe he could be enjoying all these benefits if that is the motivation behind it. But Kohera should focus on winning his son Marwa back and stop attacking Conmam. It's not nice for him to speak ill about the mother of the child, regardless of the situation. Absolutely, I agree. But now, that's how it's happening here. You understand? All right. I think Winnie already been warned that she will lose all her support from Congressman and DETC if she dares attain Kohera Senior. I guess that is the reason. I know, even if Masubo goes there to connect Winnie and their husband to Kohera, I don't really think that Winnie will open her doors to welcome Kohera Senior in the house, just because he wants to be there. Because for that, she will have compromised her relationship with the mama and the rest. David Jr. will not pop up there with boxes and say, surprise to my sister, restocking her shop. We, Dimango the same, and there's others. Because, for her, you cannot really compare her lifestyle, maybe the life standard of her, and this is the rest. So she would have messed up everything. So I don't really think it was a good idea. At this moment, that Kohera Senior has not made peace with the Ondaris family, with their conmam and her children. If only Kohera Senior was cool with Congressman and Marwa, and only maybe even Marwa and Kohera, then at least Winnie can consider Kohera. But now Kohera cannot bypass wanting to connect with Winnie, that they've never been so closer for all that time, even if they were speaking, even if they were cool. But he wasn't just closer there. Now, he expect that Winnie should accept him and maybe recognize him as a father and stuff like that. And that's to mean he will have compromised her relationship with her family and Conman's family. Because I guess this is where the problem will come from. Or what do you guys think? Let me know what you think. Thank you, Rashford, for that. That is a really, really good point over there. That family only cares about cultural practices when it suits them. You'll hear, for example, it's crazy. You'll hear someone say, according to our culture, you're not supposed to do ABC, when only that ABC is supposed to cover you up on something, or maybe supposed to benefit you in a way. But when you hear that this thing will pin you down, you'll say, some cultures are really outdated. I really think people should grow out past these kind of stupid cultures. But they will cite them, bring them out just like they are, when only they work for them. Thank you, Nicole. That is really good. It is clear as daylight. Winnie will never allow the meeting. Absolutely, I agree. Kohera is nothing but an opportunist. Not worse. I agree. The fact that Kohera does not have a contact number for her speaks the volume. For real, then, if for real, why send Masubo? By the way, is Masubo part of this family? I ask this question every time. Is Masubo another Kohera son? Why is Masubo so much into this thing? Why is he being involved a lot in this? Is Kohera knowing something that he doesn't want us to know? Kohera, please tell us. Is Masubo one I am Marwa's brother? Because I see Kohera involving Masubo in a lot of things. Just the other day, Conmam was arrested Masubo for poking his nose into Conmam's business. I don't know what happened. They got him out. But now, it was Masubo who brought this man on this thing. And now, the man is sending Masubo to go to Winnie's home where she's married and give them the contact so they can talk to... Bro, Masubo, be careful, by the way. This is not your fight. This is brother to bro, bro to bro. Okay? This is bro to bro. Be careful. Because this mess of Kohera and Esther, Congressman, Marwa's mama, is not your thing. So do not get involved because the man wants you to be involved. They already have a case on you. Because if Kohera is really serious about this, he should get out, get on a motorcycle, go on a car, go visit Winnie in her home. Yeah, go there, connect. He wants to be there as a father. He should get out and stop making a video just calling her. Masubo, go visit, go connect with them. I don't really think that is necessary. But if you really want to be there as a father, yes, he should do that. By the way, so now he is appealing to Marwa that Marwa should join hands with him and now do what the culture requires. Then if he successfully wins his own son, his biological son, that is Marwa, then from there we can now start viewing him from a different point of view. But now if he jumps from Winnie, he goes to Conmam, he goes to Machete Man, he goes to Demongo, he goes to who, then people will be viewing him as just a bitter man who is just looking for anything. But I'm not trying to invalidate what he's saying. He has a point. He says Winnie has a father, has a mama. He may need, she needs both parents to be there for her, because it's no way that Conmam is showing up as a father and a mother and Winnie has both parents, maybe alive, or I don't know. Nobody knows about the father. I don't know at this moment. But because Kohera wants to be there as a father, then they should let him be. That's according to him. But I really think to some point, wow. Anyway, Kohera is isolated. They, Winnie and Marwa, have too much to lose. Oh. Okay, Bibi. You're saying when Mura returns, he will say, according to our culture, you have to bring gifts for the babies. I know. Winnie is not a YouTuber, but I'm sure she watches YouTube. If she was interested in meeting up Kohera, she would reach out to him. Completely, absolutely. I told you before, and I repeat, that man Kohera does not know what he wants. Does he not have elders in his village, his cousin, etc.? He has a cousin. As I say, when it comes to things that will benefit someone, they will cite and call the culture. According to culture, this and that and that. So he said the brothers and the cousins came together, they sat down, and they said they want to make MARWA the next leader. So they're calling MARWA back to the clan to crown him a leader of them. But now, the same are not involved when it comes to other matters. Anyway, I'm not trying to judge him. I say it's only him as a father who has the best knowledge. I can't fit in his shoes. Neither can I fit in MARWA's shoes or Conman's shoes or Winnie's shoes or whoever. I'm just reacting according to their statements. But I'm saying, let whoever do whatever. All I can do is react. You understand? One love, peace, loving Kohera does not seem to hold on to grudges over the past. The question is, why? Is it because it's supposed to be beneficial or not? Or is it genuine? And if it's so, why now? I mean, ask yourself a lot of questions. Just don't buy a narrative just like that. But am I saying that Kohera is completely irrelevant for saying this or maybe out of order? No. He has some really, really valid point here. But we should really, really choose to view all this from a neutral point of view. Just consider it. Imagine this, that Winnie, in this wedding, in this type of thing, that in this, now that is Kohera standing there, Winnie is there, and Conmam is here. And you know, Conmam and Kohera, they don't see eye to eye. They don't speak same language. They don't read from the same page. So at that moment, how will he even... Okay, I don't know. But again, this is what I'm saying, like to finish up this. Indeed, Winnie should actually avoid this drama. If really Winnie wants to be so calm, because she's not a YouTuber, she's not part of this drama. She already isolated herself from all this mess. And she's living a very happy life. So these people, if they're unhappy with their lives, they should not get their mess to this lady called Winnie, because I view her as a very private and happy lady. So all this mess should not get to Winnie. For real, for God's sake, Kohera Senior, please don't be a person that will go to Winnie's life at this moment that she's settling there, she's happy at this moment. Try to be there, maybe being there like close, like there as a friend or something, and get her being in bad times again with the mama and the rest of the family that are there. Because you see, David Jr. takes some gifts to her, take some shopping, do this. Dimongo does the same. Ayamara takes care of other whatever they be there as a brother. So if they decide, all of them decide to cut off all that, because you are supposed to be there. Now they say, because you recognize this man who constantly abuses on platform and say, we are not. And now let him be there for you as a father, because we don't recognize you as one of our own anymore. How would that be? That's what I thought. Anyway, I just want to go. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Before you go, smash the like button, subscribe this channel, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. All right? Bye. You can start clicking off. You can start clicking off, by the way. All right? If Conrad was not in the picture, things will be completely different. Conmam is afraid of him. Make sure you like the video before you go, because I'm done. Thank you for your comments, guys. Like the video. Like the video.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to